Marcus teases, earning a playful swat from his wife, Keisha, who's balancing their 8-year-old daughter, Aaliyah, on her hip while stirring a pot of macaroni on the side burner. Keisha, scrubbed from her nursing shift, are swapped for a sundress that hugs her curves. Her braids tied back with a ribbon Aaliyah picked out because it matches her unicorn backpack. The little girl squeals as Marcus lifts her high, pretending she's an airplane soaring over the picnic table laden with cornbread, collards, and sweet tea sweating in mason jars. Neighbors lean over fences, waving hellos. Kids on bikes circling the cul-de-sac. It's the kind of evening that makes you believe in the American dream. Until the dream shatters. At T9:47 p.m., the tranquility explodes. Two patrol cars screech to a halt, tires smoking. Doors fly open. Officer Ramirez, barely a year on the force, jumps out with his hand already on his holster, eyes wild. Sergeant Doyle, a veteran with a permanent scowl etched from too many bad calls, follows, barking orders before his boots hit the pavement. Police. Hands where I can see them. The command cuts through the music like a blade. Marcus sets the tongs down slowly, raising both massive hands palm out as he steps off the porch. Officers, evening. Everything okay? His voice is calm, deep, the kind that commands rooms without effort. Keisha instinctively pulls Aaliyah behind her, MJ freezing with his phone half raised. The 911 dispatcher had mangled the call. Kids setting off fireworks 2 blocks over became shots fired at this address. Wrong house, wrong night. That Ramirez's flashlight blinds Marcus. I sit on the ground. Now, the rookie's voice cracks with adrenaline. Doyle circles, hand on his taser. We got reports of gunfire. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Marcus doesn't flinch. Sir, we're just finishing dinner. No guns here. You're welcome to look. He gestures toward the open garage, where lawn tools and Aaliyah's pink bike are the only threats. Keisha steps forward, voice steady despite the tremor in her hands. Officers, please. My kids are right here. Aaliyah whimpers, clutching her mother's leg. MJ's thumb hovers over record. Ramirez misreads Marcus's size, sees threat where there's only a father protecting his castle. I gave you an order. He lunges, shoving Marcus's chest. The push barely budges the man, but it's enough. Keisha moves between them. Don't touch my husband. Ramirez grabs Keisha's wrist, twisting hard. She gasps, pain shooting up her arm. Aaliyah screams, a sound that slices straight to Marcus's soul. MJ hits record. Let her go, the boy shouts, voice breaking. Doyle's taser clicks. Back off, kid. Marcus's eyes narrow, the Delta operator surfacing like a shark beneath calm waters. Take your hands off my family. Last warning. The rookie swings his baton. Marcus's forearm rises on instinct. Years of CQB drills making the block effortless. The impact echoes. Doyle fires the taser. Barbs sink into Marcus's chest. 50,000 volts surge. Any man would drop. Marcus grunts, knees buckling for half a second before he locks them. Jaw clenched so tight the veins in his neck bulge. The probes smoke against his hoodie. Neighbors spill from houses, phones glowing in the dark. Keisha lunges to shield Aaliyah. Ramirez beckon zer, pure reflex, pure mistake. She hits the grass, lips splitting, blood bright against her skin. Aaliyah's directly in the pepper spray's arc meant for Marcus. The cloud hits her face. She collapses, coughing, tiny hands clawing at burning eyes. MJ charges, phone still recording. You hurt my sister. Doyle tackles him. Knee in the boy's back, that Marcus's voice drops to a whisper that carries like thunder. You just made the worst mistake of your lives. For more units scream in, lights, strobing chaos. Officers swarm. Marcus doesn't resist as they force him face down, zip ties cutting in a wrist thick as most men's calves. Keisha's dragged up, arms wrenched behind her. Aaliyah's carried limp to an ambulance. MJ cuffed for obstruction. The family's loaded into separate cars like criminals. Marcus catches Keisha's eyes through the window. Blood on her chin, tears cutting tracks through the dirt on her cheeks. He mouths, I love you. Stay strong. Sirens wail. The perfect evening ends in handcuffs and heartbreak. The backyard grill still smokes, ribs charring to ash, the football lying forgotten in the grass. And somewhere in the darkness, a phone upload begins. Hashtag Justice for Jackson about to ignite the internet. 24 hours later, the precinct bullpen falls dead silent when one secure line rings like a death knell. Inside solitary, Marcus sits cross-legged on the concrete bench, eyes closed, breathing in 4 counts the way he taught recruits before dawn raids in Kandahar. The orange jumpsuit strains across his shoulders, zip-tie scars still purple his wrists. He counts ceiling tiles for the 100th time, mapping escape vectors out of habit, then forces the operator to stand down. Not today. Not for them. Through the slot, he hears Aaliyah's muffled sobs echoing from medical. Keisha's voice, cracked but fierce, sings the unicorn lullaby their daughter loves. MJ's sneakers squeak as guards march him past for the third questioning. Marcus's fists clench until knuckles bleach. Hold the line, brick. Across the station, Captain Evelyn Hayes storms into the watchroom, face ashen. Body cam footage loops on every monitor. Marcus blocking the baton without raising a fist, Keisha crumpling, Aaliyah's tiny body folding under the pepper cloud. Hayes snatches the evidence bag with Marcus's wallet. The military ID flips open. U.S. Army Delta Force, Commander M. Jackson, security clearance, top secret /Psi. The room temperature drops 10 degrees. Doyle, nursing a bruised ego and a hangover, mutters, "Big guy resisted." Ramirez, still cocky, adds, "Looked like a threat." Hayes silences them with a glare that could peel paint. She punches the keyboard. NCIC spits back one line. "Contact SOC immediately. Do not detain." Her phone buzzes. Encrypted caller ID. FT Bragg CMD. Hayes swallows hard and answers. The voice on the other end is gravel over steel. "Captain Hayes, this is General Harlan Whitaker. You have Commander Jackson in custody." "It's not a question." Hayes stammers, "Sir, there was a call about." Whitaker cuts her off. 60 minutes. Release the commander, his wife, his children. Full medical. Apology on record. Or I roll a C-17 of operators onto your tarmac, and we sort jurisdiction the Delta way. Click. The line dies. Hayes stares at the receiver like it bit her. "Cut them loose. Now." Doors slam open down the corridor. Marcus rises as the solitary gate clangs. 2 lieutenants, faces pale, unlock his cuffs without meeting his eyes. He strides out, jumpsuit sleeves rolled, veins still jumping from yesterday's voltage. Medical bay. Keisha sits on a gurney, lips stitched, holding Aaliyah on her lap. The little girl's eyes are puffy slits, but she manages a whimper. "Daddy." Marcus drops to one knee, engulfing them both. His arms tremble, not from weakness, but from the effort of not crushing the guards against the wall. MJ barrels in, cuffs already off, phone clutched like a lifeline. The boy's voice cracks. "Dad, it's everywhere. 20 million views." Marcus ruffles his hair. "Good man. Evidence matters." Captain Hayes appears in the doorway, hat in hand. Cameras roll. News crews allowed in for the first time. She clears her throat. "Commander Jackson, Mrs. Jackson, kids, on behalf of the department, I offer our deepest apology. This was a tragic error." Her voice wavers when Marcus stands to full height, shadow swallowing her. Ramirez hovers behind, badge already stripped, suspension papers shaking in his fist. Doyle won't look up. Marcus's gaze could freeze lava. "Error." He points to Aaliyah's bandaged face. "My daughter can't see her unicorns. My wife needed stitches. My son watched his family attacked on his own lawn." The room shrinks. Hayes nods. Internal affairs is open. "Civil suit, whatever you need." Marcus shakes his head. "Keep your money." Outside, sunshine blasts the parking lot. Marcus carries Aaliyah piggyback, Keisha's hand locked in his. MJ walking tall. Reporters swarm. Marcus stops at the steps, voice steady for the mics. "This ends today. not with vengeance, but with change. He announces the BRICS Shield Foundation on the spot. Millions pledged from Delta Brothers worldwide. Training programs for de-escalation, body cam transparency, community outreach. Strength isn't just muscle. It's knowing when to stand down and when to stand up for every family that looks like mine. 1 week later, Maple Crest Lane glows under string lights. The backyard is reborn, bigger grill, new picnic tables, bounce house for the kids. Delta operators in dress blues mingle with neighbors, ribs stacked high. Aaliyah, eyes clear again, rides a real pony someone shipped in. MJ quarterback sacks a general in a pickup game, earning roars. Keisha leans into Marcus, sundress fluttering. Think they'll remember? Marcus kisses her temple. They'll never forget. He lifts a glass of sweet tea to the crowd, to second chances, and to the families who deserve them. Cameras pan out. The same street, the same fence, but now a banner flaps in the breeze. BRICS Shield, protect and serve everyone. Marcus's final words boom over the laughter. Power isn't the badge or the gun. It's the choice to protect, not destroy. Choose right. The screen fades on the family hugging under fireworks. Legal ones this time, as hashtag BrickStrong trends worldwide. Like if you'd stand with Brick. Subscribe for more stories where justice isn't just a word, it's a promise.